Hey guys, it's Jeremy again, and I haven't done anything in the past couple of days, video recording wise, and so I'm just gonna kind of update you guys on what's happened. And the weekend was pretty good. We had a dance party thing Saturday night that was a ton of fun. There was a dating game that was like The Bachelorette, and it was kind of dumb because like they'd introduce the person that you were competing to go out on a free date with, and they'd be like on the other side of this this little wall, this movable wall, and they tell you a little bit about that person, like what they liked. And so with the Bachelorette, it was like, oh yeah, she likes stargazing, and so like one of the first questions they asked all the guys up there was like, "What's your dream first date?" Literally every single one of them said stargazing, and it went on like that. They would just like make little like really dumb flirty comments that made absolutely no sense, and they just add them into their things, and I'm just like, okay, you're cool. Uh, but uh, but anyway, so yesterday was my first day of college life, college classes, my first day of classes, and it went well. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, so far it looks like all of my classes I'm going to be able to get good grades in as long as I work hard, turn everything in on time, that stuff. Might be a bit hard to get good grades, but I think I can do it. Um, but yeah, and oh yeah, auditions for the musical are today, and I am slightly extremely nervous about it because I feel like for these auditions, if I want to have a chance of getting in, I've got to have the best audition of my life, and I haven't really had a chance to listen to my music with like an accompanist person who plays the company person with a person accompanying me, not playing like the tune. I mean, and it's a pretty simple song. It's "Kiss the Girl," but still, I'm nervous about that. Um, I haven't. I've done some work on my monologue, but it isn't memorized yet, and I kind of need it to be memorized. And so, luckily, I've only got 2.5 hours of classes today. Tuesday is my easy day. I'm so happy. But since I've only got 2.5 hours of classes, I should have time. I will meet up with a friend who can play accompanying music and try and figure something out. Try and find out how I can get a little bit of extra practice in today, and then I really need to put the pedal to the metal and memorize that monologue. But other than that, I'm still working on the Divine Comedy audition, and I think that I have decided that I'm going to do the old man bench. I've got lines written down, some like basic stuff that I really want to do, just talking about like kids who are on their phones too much, so they can't hear any juicy gossip, and they hear cell phones cause cancer. Like, y'all eat too much McDonald's nowadays, and I'd know. Wow, my back. Hey, you pigeons, get off my sidewalk. Yeah, just like really stereotypical old people stuff. But on the topic of theater, so like a third of our grade in my Theater Arts 101 class is going to see Heracles, which isn't done by BYU, but they're bringing it to BYU. Cyrano, I don't really know that much about the first two, except Heracles is Greek, and I've done a bit of Greek stuff, so it can be difficult to watch and like understand, but if the actors are good, you'll be able to do it. And then I have to go to The Importance of Being Earnest, which I would be going to anyway, just because that's such a funny play. And then Travesties, which I think I saw something about it being like The Importance of Being Earnest, but not. I don't know. I don't know anybody who's seen it either. Um, but yeah. And so in my Theater Arts 101 class, the teacher was talking to us, and he said that he had been told by some previous students to emphasize how all-consuming theater can be. Yeah. Because, like, he's like, so as part of your grade, you've got to do 7 hours of some theater-related thing beyond just, like, being an audience member, like, going, like, auditioning for stuff, helping out with, like, backstage, or, like, ushering, or, like, whatever you can find that's related to theater that requires you to be actively engaged in it. And he was saying that if you've never done a show before and you want to audition for something, ask them how much time it's going to take, because chances are they're going to say something at least like 50 hours. And if you're not prepared for that kind of, effort being put into something, then you should not do it, because it will consume your life. That's the thing about theater. It takes up a lot of time. And it's fun, though. Theater just makes me happy. I mean, it's kind of like that with cross country. But with cross country, there's a satisfaction, but then there's also there's pain, lots and lots of pain and discomfort. And also, for you to win, others have to lose. And while that's kind of true in theater, it's also not true. I mean, it's true, I guess, during the audition process. But as soon as you're onto the cast, it's not... If there shouldn't be a competition. It should be everybody's working together to make something incredible. Because, there's no feeling like heading out for those final bows, knowing that you've just killed that show, and that the audience is going to be talking about it for hours afterwards, just raving about how great it was. There's just nothing like that feeling. And I mean, that's probably why I love theater so much. Because, because I guess it kind of addresses one of the weird contradictions in me, I think. Because I am socially awkward, I would say. Social interaction, talking to people I do not know very well, makes me uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I tense up, I can't think, and then I beat myself up about it afterwards, because I'm like, wow, that guy was really cool, or that girl was really cute, and I just made a total fool of myself. And it kind of snowballs. But on the other hand, I also love being the center of attention, making people laugh. And so I think that's I have a fear of failure. And so it kind of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy if I let it be. And, theater, it kind of... I don't know how, but it kind of helps me with that. Because, up until, the final... up until, the performances, there are people around you that I know well, and that I know aren't going to judge me if I forget a line on stage, because they've been through it too, and I know that they're they're still going to love me and appreciate me for who I am. And, you know, yeah, and just other people were scary. Scary people. Yeah. And so I guess that's all I have to talk about today. I'm gonna have to head out pretty soon to head to my bit marketing management class, which actually sounds pretty interesting. So if I like just all of a sudden start trying to like sell you things, you can probably blame that class. And if you find yourself buying them, even though you don't need them, you can also blame that class. Because I think that's kind of what I'm trying to do, learn how to do, is to like make people buy things that they don't really need. It's a prereq for accounting. That's the main reason I'm doing it. Although it does sound pretty cool. And then after that, I have Dance 180. Whoop whoop whoop. And so I've looked up. They have the syllabus up. And so the dances I'm going to be learning are the foxtrot, the cha-cha, the waltz, the swing, and the polka. Polka. I still don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, so I will be heading out probably in the next couple of minutes to go get ready for that. And so thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, any comments, just comment below, and I will try to address them soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.